Hi, how's everybody doing? Today I'm going to be doing my transitioning video. Basically, first of all, before I start talking about my transitioning, I just wanted to show you guys my results from a twist out that I did. I washed my hair last night. And then I used the Giovanni Direct Leave-In, which I thought was a bit thick. When I put it in my hands, normally when I put a leave-in on, it's got slip to it. This didn't really have any slip and it just felt really thick, so I put that in my hair. And then I made some flaxseed gel, which I've been wanting to do for weeks now, and I finally did it last night, yay! So I made that, and that is so simple to make. It literally takes like 5 minutes, if that. You just have to get the consistency right. And then I did a twist out, so this is the results that I've got. I mean, it's pretty defined on top because my hair is quite loose on top, and then the side is where it's more fluffy. I get like I've got a dry spot here, so I mean, I don't have a problem with definition. I can pretty much use anything and I will get defined curls, but it just really defined, and it's soft and it's not dry, and you know, it turned out well. So hopefully I'll use it again and then I can shout from the rooftops, but until then I'm going to keep it back a bit because I've used a product before and I've loved it, and then a few weeks later it's just been like, oh. So okay, I have been transitioning for 16 months now, and I don't know if some of you know that, because I mean, a lot of the time I wear my hair in styles where I do twist outs. I've always got defined curls, or I might twist my hair up, or sometimes you can see the straight ends but sometimes you can't. And for me, I didn't intentionally start transitioning because, I mean, I'm not transitioning from a relaxer, I'm doing it from a texturizer. Some people say it's the same thing. But when I was texturizing my hair, I would wear it curly as well, and it would just revert back to curly. I wouldn't have any straight bits, but I think obviously as time's gone on, my hair has just straightened down. It's not going back to how it was before. So yes, I'm transitioning from a texturizer. I was only relaxed for about a year or so, back when I was about 12, I think. And I stopped. The last time I had a relaxer was 2001, September 2001, and I was natural all that time until 2006 when I started to texturize my hair, because I always wore my hair straight, and I was finding that when I straightened it, it just reverted back to curly all the time, and I didn't want that. So I used a texturizer to like loosen out the curl so it was straighter for longer. To me now, when I think about this is madness, because why would I want to loosen up my curls? Why would I want to alter it or do anything to it permanently? But anyway, that's what I did. So I texturised it. I used to do it a few times a year, not that long, and I used to use I think it was Kids Texture Softener. It was by Beautiful, Soft and Beautiful or something like that, and I used to use that twice a year. And you know, it was fine. And then I think I got to last year where I was cutting my hair, had my hair really short in like a pixie cut, and so it was really short at the back, and I think that was 2009. Then I just started growing it because I didn't want to get it cut anymore. My stylist was all the way in Birmingham, and then I think I stopped straightening my hair the middle of last year. I think it was about March, April, probably around that time, and I started just washing my hair, leaving it to dry naturally. I was still brushing it out and tying it up, and you know, I was getting really frustrated because I couldn't really do much with it, and I was starting to feel like I didn't like the way I looked with my hair, like just brushed out and all bushy. And you know, it's not like I didn't like my hair, it's just the fact that I preferred it in certain styles. And I started to experiment with clip-on ponytails. I did that for a little bit, and then I think eventually I stopped using heat, which was November. I think November I went to the hairdressers to get a treatment and a roller set, and that's when I started wearing my hair fully curly, because I would never wear it curly. I would just brush it out so the curl wouldn't be there. So from then I started to wear it curly, and still till then, obviously the last time I texturized it was last year May. so May 2011. So all that time I didn't know I was transitioning. I didn't know what transitioning was. I just thought, oh, I'm growing my hair, and that was it. And it wasn't until I think the beginning of this year when I started to realise, well, it's called transitioning. You're transitioning from, you know, chemically processed hair to your natural hair. And then I kind of thought to myself, I'm not going to go and do the big chop like some people have, because, you know, my hair had been really short and I didn't want to go back to that stage again. So I thought, you know, let me just grow it to a certain point and then cut the rest of the ends off. Because I mean, when I wash it now and I brush it, it springs back up, and then you kind of see the straight ends, and it's so frustrating. I mean, I know a lot of people out there who are transitioning know what I mean. You've got these gorgeous curls, and then you've just got these straight ends just sitting there and just, you know, just looking at you, and you're like, I really, really, really want to cut these off, but you have to stay strong. If, you know, I've set myself 2 years, because I said next year, so it's May 2013, if I have any straight ends left, well, I will cut them off then. And there's loads of times where I've been tempted and I've cut bits off, but, you know, I'm kind of made a goal, so I want to stick to it, and, you know, I want to aim for 2 years. I mean, if anything happens in that time, then fair enough, but, you know, I've set that time, and I would prefer to go to that time to be, then is when I cut my hair off, sorry, cut my straight ends off. So I think what it is with transitioning, you know, it's always a process with any hair that you have. You know, you always have a routine, things that you know that your hair likes and that your hair doesn't, and obviously that comes with experimentation, because experimentation, is that a word? Okay, experimenting, let's say that just in case, I sounded silly right then. Yeah, it's all about learning and finding out what works for you, because before now, so say like last year, before I went to the hairdressers that time, I didn't really know that there were specific products for natural hair, curly, kinky, coily hair, and I didn't know that there were products that had better ingredients in there. You kind of just get blinded, because I mean, if you think about it, from young, your mum does your hair, and then you take over and you just follow on from what your mum did. So for me, you know, all I knew was about hair grease, hair sheen, obviously your shampoo and conditioner and stuff. Like, I didn't know about this whole other market of products out there. So I started to look into all the different products, all the different ingredients, and then obviously that led me to YouTube. There's a lot of us natural people who want to go natural that's the first place we look, because, you know, there's a lot of help on there. There's a lot of people that are going through the same as you, or have been through the same. So I went onto YouTube and I started seeing different products. So I started testing out different products, and I'm still testing now. I think we'll always kind of be trying and testing some sort of product, but I kind of don't have it by as much. I kind of use what I've got, and if I know I really don't like something, then I'll try and give it away or get rid of it or something like that. So yeah, so I've just been testing out products to see what works, and like I said, a lot of the time I don't have a problem with getting defined hair. It's more moisture. Sometimes my hair can feel a bit dry, but I like my hair to be like stand up. I don't like it to kind of fall so much, so I like to use lighter products and things. My hair's only fine, so I don't like to use heavier butters and things like that. So yeah, and I think obviously now coming up to autumn and winter, I'm going to start, I think I've said to myself, for the next 8 months, well, if we say for the whole of winter, so till about March next year, I want to just be wearing it constantly, protective styling. So I might wear it out once, twice a week, and then the rest of the week I will have it in a twisted style or some sort of, because I can't really wear wigs or weaves or anything like that, because 1, my scalp is sensitive, and 2, I get hot easily, so I wouldn't really want a wig on my head. Yeah, so I'm going to be protective styling, and obviously I'll probably alter some of my products, because winter time, we know it gets cold and your hair needs that extra moisturiser. What is wrong with me today? Extra moisture. So I mean, I'm trying to think of a different oil that I can use, because I know that currently I use coconut oil and I love it, but as you know, it goes hard. And I experienced the first time that I used it that when I went outside, my hair went hard because the coconut oil was in my hair. So I'm thinking to find another oil that is similar. I mean, I tried olive oil, it's a bit heavy. Castor oil is a bit too thick for me. I only use that from time to time. I might try grapeseed or something along those lines, a jojoba oil or sweet almond oil. I do use that. Maybe I can try that in winter. But yeah, so like I said, I'm currently 16 months. I want to cut my straight ends off at 24 months. And so currently my hair, see, my hair looks quite short at the moment, obviously we know shrinkage, but my hair is currently here. So I mean, I do still have quite a lot of straight ends, considering, because like, I mean, I don't know if my hair grows quick or slow, and they do say that when your hair has got two textures, it will be slower. So if I was to cut my straight ends off, it would probably grow better, because I mean, I coloured my hair. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I've got a colour on just the top of my hair, and it's grown like probably ½ an inch, and I only did it about 5 weeks ago. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's grown quite a lot. And so I'm thinking, you know, obviously that's proof right there that my hair is growing. It's just maintaining it here, because I noticed last night when I washed my hair, I did have a bit of shedding, and I think that's just due to I think I went over a week since I last washed my hair. I last washed my hair last week Tuesday, so obviously yesterday was Thursday, so I think I need to not go past a week. I used to wash my hair twice a week, but I've just cut it down to a week now. So I think that's a good time for me, considering when I was thinking back about how I never used to wash my hair every 2 to 3 weeks, I'm thinking, how on earth did I do that? Like, my scalp is crawling after a week. So yeah, so I'll be washing my hair once a week, doing a deep condition once a week, protein treatments depending on as and when I need them. I think I will need to do one on my next wash, so probably once a month or something like that. And I usually make my own protein treatments, so honey, mayonnaise, egg and olive oil, and I think, yeah, so that's in terms of what processes I will be using. So I think a lot of moisture treatments will be happening in winter time, obviously to preserve my hair, because it's probably going to get a little bit more fragile as it's getting longer, and you know, the two textures meeting together. Yeah, so I'm just basically trying to stay strong, just trying to stick in within my routine. And like I said, it is hard to grow your hair out and look after it without wanting to go nuts and just cut your straight ends off. But I mean, you know, as long as you stay focused and just keep researching and just listen to your hair, because it will tell you when it needs a deep condition, and you'll know when it needs a trim, you know when it needs washing, you know when it needs some moisture. So yeah, just listen to your hair, and yeah, I think that's it. So I just want you to just come and talk about that a bit. Like I said, I approached my 16 months, and you know, quite a chunk of it was me not knowing that I was transitioning, not knowing what it was, so it was accidental. I think if I had purposely set out to transition, I would have found it harder, because I would have been focusing on it, whereas because I didn't know I was doing it, I just went along and it was just normal to me. So I'm kind of glad that a chunk of it wasn't actually under me knowing. So yeah, so hopefully that was helpful to any of you transitioning ladies out there. If you want to ask any questions, then just pop them below in the comment box and I'll get back to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.